Hi everybody, if you are new here, my name is Claire and I have recently fallen down the rabbit hole of journal making. Now I'm very much a beginner, so this is my figuring it out as I go era, and you are all invited along for the ride. Now most of my channel is jewellery tutorials, but I fancied mixing things up a bit because why not? Life's too short to stick to one craft, especially when you've only had 3 hours sleep last night. Thank you menopause, the gift that keeps on giving. So if I start nodding off mid-sentence, let's pretend it's part of the vibe. So let's learn together, experiment, probably make a few mistakes, and hopefully have some fun along the way. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like the video, leave a comment, hit subscribe and tap the notification bell so you don't miss anything. So my plan today is to make a 3D flower. Now this was a freebie from My Porch Prints. If you go onto Facebook, there are so many groups and pages where you can get free things to print out. It's absolutely amazing. Now on these sheets of paper, it shows you where to fold, and each flower at the top has a grey dot, and this is where you're going to make the straight fold for your flowers. So I then went ahead and started cutting out the flowers. I don't know about you, but I don't like cutting things out. My cutting out is not what it used to be. I decided to fold the flower in half using the fold line and the grey dot. And then to cut around the flower. Speed just a bit up because it's quite boring. Truthfully, it wasn't perfect. So here are all the flowers, and what I'm going to do is go through and just refold them to get ready for the next stage. So I opened them back up, and then I have to decide in what order I want my flowers to be in the book when it's opened. This is what it hopefully will look like when it's been glued all together into the journal. I'm just using some all-purpose glue. And then we just start layering the flowers on top of each other. here is our completed flower. It's still tacky. I just wanted to show you what the inside looks like. So I leave it to dry. I left it for about half an hour, but it's still a little bit tacky in places. So just decide where we want to put the flower. And then we glue one side. And push it down into your journal page. Just checking that it's all okay. Not bad for a first attempt. We're just going to add some glue onto the other side. And we'll glue that side to the journal. As you can see, it's much later now. The light is on. I'm just going to go ahead and start adding some more pieces to my spread. I've got these pretty papers. I did a huge junk journaling video showing everything that I had bought in a massive haul. I'll link that above for you if you want to check it out. But there's some amazing papers, and these have the jagged edges that already look old and vintage, which is the theme of my journal. I do actually have a website, Low Cost Craft Supplies, where you'll find jewellery, craft and jewellery supplies. I am slowly adding some journaling products on there, but there isn't very much at the moment. If you want to, just go and take a look and see what there is. When I first started out, I used to sell lace, all sorts of different lace. I no longer sell lace, but I have lots of lace left over that's just been sitting there gathering dust. So I thought, why not pull it out and put it to good use? I didn't really know what I was making here, to be honest. A dangle of sorts. I know I had some new brads and I wanted to try those out with the special cutting tool. So this is me just playing around, as you do. Again, I cut out some scrap pieces of paper, decided to add some buttons. That's how I started out, selling buttons and lace. And I have lots of buttons as well. Oh, so many buttons. I've not yet used a paper clip, so I thought I would use my first paper clip. I had to go and buy paper clips. I had no paper clips and hadn't had them for years. So this is my first time using ink. I decided to buy the brown one instead of black, and I do actually like this one. I don't have a dabber. I think they wanted something like £7 for a dabber. So I've just used a piece of, I've just taken a cotton wool pad. Oh gosh, I think I've done this off camera. You can see by the shadow. Oh, you wouldn't think I've made about 400 videos, would you? Do the same with the other one. Again, watch my shadow. But it just gives that vintage feel. I've got lots of old books and I just tear the pages out by hand, and that also gives it that old vintage look, especially with the ink. And then I just glued those into place. So that's my finished spread. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a like and leave a little comment. It basically convinces YouTube that I know what I'm doing, even when I absolutely don't, and helps share the video with more lovely people. And if you made it all the way to the end, thank you so much for spending your time with me. I really do appreciate it. Take care of yourself and have lots of fun crafting.